esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students. On behalf of International Business School, I, Vidushi Gupta,
and I, Isha Gupta,
extend a warm welcome to our esteemed Vice Chairman Sir, Mr. Anirudh Jindal, respected Director Sir, Dr. Professor Vikas Nath, Dean Academic, Ms. Prachi Jindal, faculty members, our beloved students, to the HR Conclave of International Business School. International Business School was established in year 2004. It is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Interpress University, Delhi, and is approved by All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of HRD, Government of India for its management courses, and Bar Council of India for its law courses. The institute conducts programs of BBA, both first and second shift, MBA first and second shift, MBA International Business, BBA LLB, and BA LLB. The institute is segregated as Grade A by NAC and assists as Category A by the Joint Assessment Committee of Government of Delhi and Guru Gobind Singh Interpress University.
Gita International Business School was awarded the Internshala certificate showing its excellence in internships. Out of more than 500 participating institutions throughout the India, GIBS achieved 30th All India rank in the Internshala Annual Ranking 2022 and the 13th zonal rank out of 98 participating colleges in the North Zone. The rank was calculated based on internship selections during the year 2022 through Internshala. The Times B School Ranking Survey had three major desks, which are Desks Research, Factual Survey, and Perceptual Rating Survey, followed by scientifically developed analysis and ranking process. Henceforth, GIBS ranked number 1 for third consecutive as Times Top Emerging BBA. In India, ranked the top second emerging MBA institute placements. Gita International Business School is organizing HR Conclave on the theme Horizon 2024, the HR Conclave, tailoring HR strategy to the changing business environment. Lighting a lamp before a ceremony spreads the divine grace. Let's pray to Lord Ganesha and seek his blessings. So I would like to request to come on the stage respected dignitaries on the stage for the light lamping.
Gajananam bhoot ganadi sevitam kapitta jambu.
Thank you very much, sir and ma'am. Now I would like to request Dr. Swati Srivastava to introduce you with the HR Conclave and dynamic platform for students.
Very good morning to all of you, our dignitaries, respected dignitaries, Director Sir, Chairman Sir, Dean Ma'am, faculty members and all the dear students sitting here. As we are hosting an HR on Conclave and we are fortunate enough that we could have such a senior dignitaries to guide you so that you can have a thriving future ahead as we have final year students sitting here for MBA and BBA. The objective of this HR Conclave is tailored to cater specifically to the placement needs and career aspirations of management students within a focus on preparing the next generation of professionals for success in dynamic job market. This event aimed to bridge the gap of domain and other respective domains where students would delve into in the near future. The track will delve into different kinds of HR formations, finance track, marketing, and various other near prospects where you can grow and where you can develop your future. So we promise you, rather we ensure our attendees to gain a well-rounded understanding of the field. We also aim to equip students with insight, skill, and connection vital for their success in the dynamic HR landscape. Thank you.
Dr. Professor Vikas Nath on the stage for his words of wisdom and to formally open the event.
Welcome to Horizon 2024, the HR Conclave, where we embark on a journey of knowledge, collaboration and innovation under the theme Tailoring HR Strategy to the Changing Business Environment. The reason why we started HR Conclave from this year is that before we move on to the placement season, let's listen to HR people of what is industry asking for. In the ever-changing world of business, the needs are also changing and the skill sets required by the students of business management and law are also changing. So it is our responsibility as teachers that we make you job ready. And it is our responsibility as teachers that we reduce the gap between industry and academia. Hence the reason why we are having HR Conclave 2024 at our institution. Our esteemed speakers, each a luminary in their respective domains, will enlighten us with their insights and experiences. I now take the opportunity of introducing our speakers. We have Ms. Shikha Kulshreshtha, Regional C&B Head at CNH Industrial in APAC, Africa and Middle East. With her extensive expertise, Ms. Kulshreshtha will unravel the intricacies of compensation and benefits in our ever-evolving regions. We have Ms. Madhu Mehta with us. She is founder of Clout, life coach, image coach, model and actor. Ms. Mehta will inspire us with her multifaceted journey, shedding light on the intersection of personal development, image building, and art of balancing diverse roles. We have Mr. Aditya Mann, and he happened to be my student of MBA in the year 2004-2006, Aditya, if I'm not wrong. And I take this opportunity of introducing him today in front of you. He is Vice President Corporate Sales at firstnaukri.com. Mr. Mann will share his expertise in corporate sales, providing a glimpse into strategies for navigating the competitive landscape of the job market. He has shown interest in handling question and answer sessions with audience, especially our students. So if you have any question, we have three eminent personalities here to whom you must ask the volley of questions and have clarity of what you want to do ahead. When I say ahead, that means from today itself into the future. So as we embark on this enlightening journey, may these distinguished speakers inspire us to craft HR strategies that resonate with the dynamic pulse of our changing business environment. Here's a conclave filled with learning, collaboration and transformative ideas. I welcome you all for this particular conclave and may this conclave begin. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Ms. Madhu Mehta, founder of Skillful Life Coach, Image Coach, Model and Actor. Last but not the least, Mr. Aditya Mann, Vice President, Corporate Sales at firstnaukri.com. And now, without further ado, let's embark this occasion as we unveil the placement brochure of Geetharatna International Business School. I would like to invite all the dignitaries to come up on the stage and reveal the brochure. placement brochure with us. Now, without wasting much of your time, let me introduce you to our first speaker of the day. I would like you to please maintain the decorum. So today, we have with us Ms. Shikha Kulshreshtha as a leader in compensation and benefits for APAC. She has over 22 years of experience in managing employees, rewards and benefits across multiple geographies in APAC, Africa and Middle East. She understands the challenges and opportunities that APAC leaders face in this domain, especially in the context of changing expectations and needs of the employees regarding well-being, inclusion and diversity. She has been engaged in transformation of employee benefit solutions to adapt to these changing demands. With a strong team across the region and knowledge, market tends her focus to craft and execute impactful compensation programs and benefit strategies that boost employee experience. Ma'am, I request you to please come up on the stage and enlighten us with your words of wisdom.
Hi, good morning everybody. Here I am in front of all of you. I'm Shikha. And what you see on stage is my, are the people who matter to me. I had been blessed with an elder sister whom you see in this in the picture, in the middle with my mother. We are two sisters, and we really both of us are in HR. She is the reason why I am in HR because much ahead of me she moved into the field of HR, and I thought that's a great field to be in. She's successful, and so can I be. But besides this, she's the reason we talk to each other, we continuously guide each other, and we collaborate on personal as well as professional journeys. I have my husband Sharad here. Sharad works as a sales head in our MSc, and we graduated together from our MBA college. And Sharad, of course, is my greatest friend. My professional progress is due to the support that he provides it me. And then I have my two children that you can see in the third picture. They are the reason that I am very busy these days, and for last 10 days, 10 years, and I guess I will be busy in future. But why I show you here is that success is not in isolation. Success doesn't happen overnight. Success is an outcome and for everybody. Neither the statistical models. So, first and foremost, the importance of data is not going to go away, whichever profession, whichever side of life you are in. Second, ability to understand data will give you a pathway to success. And third, presenting your data in a format which is understandable by the audience is the most important thing that has to be kept in mind. It's not the fancy presentations or the graphs. It is how much others have understood what we're trying to express. Moving on. As I talk to a lot of people and I look at my career has been pretty linear. I joined an organization in HR department, and at that point of time they gave me to handle payroll. I had no choice. I mean, it was just the only job I had. As I started to do that work, I realized, okay, I have a skill there and I am enjoying it, and my growth journey started from there. and today here I am in front of you handling multiple countries. Very linear progression, but that's not how the world works now. I am here because I graduated 25 years back. You're graduating now, careers are becoming non-linear. You will need to have a mindset that allows you to think in a manner that growth can happen anywhere. If you go to a corporate with a fixed mindset of sticking to a particular department or a particular field, that will hamper your growth. Because not every time you'll have openings that will support your aspirations. So as you try to excel in the fields of your choice, be open to make and take these decisions that you will be open to a non-linear growth. Organizations that see organizations that are able to have workforce which is open to growing in any direction, they become very successful. As a student, it's important that while you have your core decided, your focus areas, still keep your mind open, keep all options open. And if you get opportunities, go grab them. Opportunities don't come twice. What else? I'm missing an icon there, but nevertheless, capability to tap AI. Today is the word of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. It's here to make our lives easy. It doesn't take away our jobs, but it makes our jobs more effective. How? You have the capability to take content from AI. However, where your personal intervention would make difference is how you present the content. I could have, for any presentation, I can just, use AI to pull out, okay, what are the best 5 points that I can cover for XYZ presentation? How you can communicate, how you convert that information from AI to create a meaningful content for your own self is a skill. Because if you will 100% rely on AI, your work will be similar to many others who are relying on AI. Use AI to get the right information, use AI to get the right analytics, but then use it to also make it more personal, meaningful to the content that you are addressing. And AI is here to stay. It's not going to go away, but we have to remember, if we make the best use of AI, we would reduce the time that we utilize in our day-to-day work, and the balanced time we can utilize for our personal growth as well as learning what is required probably in future. So the right use of AI will give you opportunities to excel in future. Of course, we talk about these capabilities that organizations are looking at. And we are placed in India, and India has certain advantages. We have to make the best utilization of what we have, not just from a skill set perspective, but what our specific placement in India has provided. And I believe we are very fortunate to be in this environment. Why? We have a demographic dividend. We have a large amount of working population which is there, which of course means that jobs will be scarce, there will be competition, but at the same time, if you're making the right effort, you will get through. Now this demographic dividend is India's advantage. It will continue for next 40 years. We will have more than 50% of our working population available for core corporate jobs for next 40 to 50 years. And this is the time duration that you will all cover in your careers. So you will be in the corporate in this era where India is being looked upon by the world as a country which is having a demographic dividend. We have to use these advantages to our best capability. Intuitive problem solving. I was presenting in English, so I went with it, but jugaad. Jugaad comes naturally to all of us. We are very intuitive. You see, you don't need to know languages or you need to go to colleges. You would see a lot of people making a lot of, or rather coming out with variety of solutions just intuitively. We have this ingrained within our environment. Make the best use of it. Try to see what people around you are doing. Try to see how a vegetable vendor is using a particular support system. Try to see what how much a vendor who's using a cycle is able to carry things with him. Why? Gives you ideas. We have a capability, we have an environment that breeds intuitive thinking. Utilize it. That is one of our powers. That is one thing that we have in India, which a lot of our other colleagues in many other countries don't have. They think in a very linear manner, they think in a step-by-step manner, but we are the ones who can think differently. We do have a time zone premium. How? When we work, US is sleeping, or Europe is towards the early hours of the day. And that allows us, from a time zone perspective, a big support. Because then we have the capability to get jobs which they would have done in their day, but then they can rely on us to complete those jobs in night. And as they come to the next day, the job is completed. So that way they cover round the clock, but that puts us in a position where we have more opportunities to tap. So if you are able to utilize the time zone premium, if you are able to kind of tweak your working hours and not stick to a 9 to 5, you would be having ample of opportunities that can make your life much more interesting as you move forward. So it's not just about our personal skills, it's our, it's a personal situation also that we all are born in India. We are in a country which holds these advantages which many other countries don't hold. So with that, I come to the end of this discussion with a small story that I wanted to share. The picture that you see here is a picture that I took in Ladakh, Leh. Last year I went there for a program with a cohort. We were around 20 people. We went to a monastery early in the morning around 5 a.m. We attended the prayers, and then we saw some stairs, and all of us went on the rooftop. So this is the rooftop of a famous monastery there. And as excited we were, it was 5 a.m. in the morning, the sun was rising, we were clicking pictures, making a lot of noise, enjoying the breathtaking views. These two monks were there. Their job was to blow the trumpet or whatever this is called. They were unfazed. They did not even turn once. I've taken this picture from the side, but there were other friends of mine, the part of the cohort who went and posed with them, took selfies. They were not unfazed. Why I kept this picture here? Because I believe if you focus at the core, you would succeed. Focus on the core implies focus on what you are supposed to be doing. It's a word of distractions. I'm personally distracted all the time, Social media, phone calls from relatives, phone calls from children, where are the chips? Everything is disturbing all the time. But we have to learn to focus to the core. As you focus to the core, nothing can stop you. You will be unstoppable. Thank you so much for your attention, and that's all.
Recognized for her impactful contributions, she has received awards for her leadership and influence on students' employability skills. Her achievements also include winning the entry title, actively participating in fashion weeks across India. I request you, ma'am, for the stage.
Hi, good morning. How are you all? Great. Okay, here there was something that went absolutely amiss when we all walked in. And that was like a nice, gratifying, welcoming smile from all of you. Everywhere I looked, everybody was really tense. So are you guys tensed? I hope not, because I would hate to address anybody who's like forced to sit here and we are as jittery as any of you sitting out here, trying to make sense out of what we want to talk actually. Okay, so thank you so much for that introduction, and I'm going to try and make it as light as possible. And you're free to ask as many questions probably by the end of it. However, I'm just going to probably focus on small little things. Okay? I just want to talk about expectations. We all have expectations, don't we? I would really be very happy if I get answers. I hate talking to myself. So, do we all have expectations? Yes, sir. Alright, great. So, okay, how does this work? However, expectations and reality are two different boats. Okay? And when we talk about these two different boats, why I'm saying it is so? When I started my journey after my graduation, I had a lot of dreams. I had a lot of ideas. I had a lot of plans, I would say. We all have plans, don't we? Yeah. But fortunately or unfortunately, the universe had a different kind of a dream for me. And just conferring with what ma'am had said, we plan a lot of things, but it doesn't go our way. We want to go north, we might land up going south, which is okay, it's equally beautiful. You just have to enjoy the journey. You just have to embrace it. Okay? Don't get scared with reality. It can be very scary. I promise you on that. Don't we all agree, ma'am? Yes. Reality is very scary. It is not as hunky-dory as it would be, as you think. I'll graduate, I'll do my MBA, and then I'm going to get a job in a corporate, and I'm going to mint something like 1 lakh a month, and then after that I'm going to go for a world tour. Yes, it will happen. But for the heck of coming here, because we didn't really see the smiles around here. So please smile more. It actually takes care of everything else later. So I like that smile, I want to talk to that person. So go by that. Smart guys, MBAs. These are few of the things that you need to look into. Understand how globalization, what I talk about today, what ma'am has talked about and what sir is going to be talking about. Understand the globalization. We're not talking about today, we are talking about even from tomorrow onwards. Where all, the company is going, the organization, how far is it spreading and where do you want to tap? Okay? I'm really sorry, there are this group of girls and boys right out there who's very distracting. Thank you. The changing market trends and demands. Please understand that you have to keep yourself conscious. If you want to be known, you want to be in the game, you have to keep in mind, what are the trends and what are the demands that are there. The competition, like I said, your best friend is your competition. So similarly, when you step into the industry, you're going to have competitive people in your team as well. Don't go for a cutthroat, but yes, definitely compete. And to compete, to be successful, just kill yourself. Be better than what you are today. That's the best way to compete. Okay? By voicing yourself out in a negative manner is not going to get you what you want. What is really important for you is to shine out in the work that you are doing. Run faster. Think faster. Work better. Okay? And think logically. The employment pattern has changed over time. First it was just interviews. Then we went on to a little bit of a training. Third is go train yourself and come back. Fourth is we will give you the time, we will give you the skills, we will give you, I know so many organizations are actually providing the skill development, upskilling as they call it for the employers. for the employees, right? Go there, learn. You get an opportunity to learn for free. Why not? Upskill yourself. Do that and go on. Okay? But please understand, when you talk about the new employment pattern, we are also talking about the promotion and growth. There are companies who say the more you skill you get, the better the promotion. There are a lot of organizations which I also know, who do not wait for a year to promote you now. If you're good, if you're really good, they can even promote you in 3 months. So understand that entire thing. Do not give a person an opportunity to tell you that you are lacking behind. And do not give that, people who are driving, you're either going fast or you're going slow. Show a consistency. I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly getting better, I'm constantly thriving. And I'm constantly on a lookout to promote myself. I see myself growing. I want to grow. So if you don't let me grow, I'm going to go somewhere else and grow. Sorry, but that is how it should be. Okay? Technology. I don't know how many of you guys are into technology, but yes, grow yourself technologically. The skills and role, that is the only thing that is going to make you sustainable. The only thing. If I'm going to do the same mundane work every day for the next 5 years, trust me, I'm going to be chucked out. Somebody can be kind to me. No, poor thing, let her stay. But end of the day, one day somebody will say, sorry boss, we've given her too much opportunity. So keep growing. How to bridge the gap? How many of you know you have a weakness? How many of you accept you have a weakness? Good. Please, weakness is not just a chocolate. So keep that line aside. Till today when I ask people, what's your weakness, they say chocolate. So I'm very happy in my company, I don't have bowls and bowls of chocolate. So no weaknesses out there. Come to the reality check, what is your weakness? It can be communication, it can be technically. It's okay, accept it. The moment you accept it, you start working on it. And don't wait till tomorrow. Please don't do that. Because tomorrow never comes. Because tomorrow becomes today. Yes? Okay, training. Get as much training as possible, but don't just go haywire in your training. Like, oh, my friend is doing this, let me do this. Okay, my friend is doing this, let me do this. No. What am I good at? I'm going to do that. Okay? Continuous learning. Awareness about recent developments in your organization and globally. Keep yourself updated. Widen clear vision of your career growth. This is extremely important. Why I told you my story of being from a fashion designer to where I am today, being an entrepreneur, is because everybody is not cut out for everything. He may be into Formula 1 race, but this one is probably still scared to ride on the main road. I don't even know how to ride a bicycle. But I'm better in a lot of other things. Right? So if you need people there, you need people here too. An organization is not filled with just one kind of person. It is filled with people in the back end as well as in the front end. Like for example, digital marketing. Digital marketing are comprised of 2 different teams. One back end, one front end. What are you good at? Sorry. What are you good at? Front end or back end? Find out. Find out about this with yourself. Where do I fit? You don't have to fit everywhere. When you're going to try and fit yourself everywhere, you're just going to get lost. Find out what you want to do, where you're good. Are you good at talking to people? Can you convince people? Are you good at, doing that colleague collaboration? What are you good at? Find that, train, get better. Okay? Again, upskilling is necessary, change in attitude. Extremely important. So when you say that I want a job of 35, trust me, maybe it won't happen. Maybe. Not because you don't have the competency, it is because the competition is very high. The competition is extremely high. So I'll give a little example. My daughter is an advocate. She is practicing in the Supreme Court. She did a 5-year program. So the firms usually do not take students for internship in the first year. So if you are called for an internship today, sorry, are you expecting a stipend? Do you want a good treatment? You want good work? You want exposure? You want to be the best intern? All she did was filing for the first year. First year of internship, absolutely free. Second year internship, free. Third year internship, free. Fourth year, free. Fifth year, free. But she got into an internship of working for some of the best firms in Delhi. Some of the best, the first environmentalist lawyer, and overseas firm. She worked in all of them and she learned how to file them. In fact, before she even graduated from the final year, she got to present a case in the court as well. So anything that comes in, you will have a bad experience and a good experience. Good experience, bad experience. The only common thing that you're going to find out there is experience. Good and bad is something that you categorize. Because I did not like it, so it was bad. I liked it, so it was good. चाय मुझे भी मिली थी, चाय आपको भी मिली थी, पर चाय वही चाय आपको पसंद नहीं आई, मुझे पसंद आई. Good and bad. Categorize it, right? So get the experience. Good and bad comes later. Changing your attitude is important, and taking responsibility and initiative is extremely important. Do something wrong, take responsibility. You are late, take responsibility. Do not understand what is expected out of you. Go on time and ask the question, get clarity and work on it. Don't wait till the last minute. Then you are definitely going to be fired. Alright? I think I took too much time actually. So, anyways. That's a very small part of what I believe. What I have learned in this 20 odd years, having been able to interact with students, universities, pan-India. I do international employment also. I help them with employment as well, and overseas studies. So I see that the problem that is there is not just in India, it's globally. Everybody is struggling with the same thing. So if you do have people, the wonderful people that are here to give you the right guidance, please take it. Please put it in your pocket, note it down, and have a great life. Alright? Thank you so much.
For your thoughtful words. Now let's talk about Mr. Aditya Mann. Mr.
I request you to please maintain the decorum. Please be silent and settle down.
Nice to They're spending 15, 18 months to make sure you start contributing, and by the time you start contributing, you decide to move on from jobs. You want better packages, is it? That's the irony. By the time you are confident of achieving results, you start, because your friends have moved on, there's a lot of peer pressure, social pressure to earn more money, and you decide to move on to the next job. Doesn't matter what you have learned. That shouldn't be the case. What I'm telling you today is from my personal experiences. I have been in the industry for 18 years. I have been selling digital platforms for the last 17, 18 years. 2006 I started working. I'm a IP University passed out, I did my MBA from GAIS. Right. All my life, I can divide into three broad terms. Right. One is I was selling digital recruitment solutions. A small bit of it as a not so successful entrepreneur, and the third bit is selling real estate solutions to the builders. That's what I did. So I can say I am through and through a digital sales evangelist, right? But what is it that a salesperson does? Anybody? Any volunteers? What does a salesperson do? They sell, right? But what is it that's required to sell any product? Communication, one. Pitching skills. What else? Understanding the perspective of customer, okay. Anything else? That's pitching.
Knowledge about the product.
Knowledge about? Absolutely. The most important part. You should know what is it that you are selling, what problem you are solving. I just don't want to get into sales. What I want to do is solving the problem for my customers. Right? Sales will happen. Initially in your career, learning is more important than earning. I think Ms. Madhu is very well covered. You should be looking forward to learn. Money will come. It's a byproduct of your job. Right? What is it that you guys are doing to make sure that you get a good job? Are you any which way spending time, energy on anything which increases the probability of you getting hired, other than doing MBA from years? Is there anything else you are doing? See, IP University college will only give you a piece of paper which is called degree, which only take you so far. There is a line called eligibility criteria that will only help you cross that line. It will not help you crack interviews. Your communication skill, your attitude, your ego, the ability, that will take you places. I started my career with Naukri.com. I'm sure you would have heard about Naukri.com. What does Naukri do? Right. It's a platform that connects companies and students. Right. So I think we are doing a noble job, isn't it? Having said that, when I applied for the job, I just want to build upon the example shared by Ms. Madhu. My best friend pushed me to appear for the interview and apply for a job. But not only that, she made sure that she's making me job ready. She's helped me ready, prepare for the interviews. Just to give you a context, I come from a farmer's family. My grandfather was a farmer. My father was in government job. I'm the eldest kid. There's no one to guide me that exactly what needs to be done. Right? So, and when I applied for Naukri, nobody knows what Naukri did. Our target audience, which is nothing but the consultants and the companies, they didn't even know that they could hire from digital platforms. We actually had to help them make email IDs. That's what it will take to start the subscription, and people will eventually start applying to jobs, they'll get the access. So from that era in 2006, today when everything is like handy, you click few buttons, the food is here. You click few buttons, you have a date. You click few buttons, you have a chat GPT to give you best of the resumes. But that resume will not increase your ability to get a job. Even to do ChatGPT homework, to get the result from ChatGPT, you have to be very well versed how to use ChatGPT. There are certain courses in the offering. right? I think you should be putting your heads on the thoughts that what is it that exactly you want to do. I'm not here to give gyan, no. That's very easy to give. I am really talking about from my own examples. It's very easy to do, sales. People, that's a major perception. Anybody who wants to get into sales? People from sales and marketing background. Anybody who wants to get into sales? Nobody wants to get into sales. Marketing? What exactly you want to do in marketing? What in digital marketing? What is it that you want to do in digital marketing? It's a diversity.
Basically, I want to explore the digital part of the company and handle that.
That's again a very broader thing. See, digital marketing itself starts from basic thing, which is nothing but SEO marketing, right? Moving on, it's performance marketing, then creating an awareness, a brand around that, and so on and so forth. So you have to be very, very sure that what is it that you are good at, what is it that you really want to do. Similarly in sales, people say I want to get into sales here. A person standing at a petrol pump selling credit cards is also into sales. A person selling Boeings to the company's aviation industry is also a salesperson. Do you have what is it that requires? They both are from sales. That's individual's ability which will decide that what is it that they want to reach to. So I think, in my opinion, you should be very, very focused about what is that you want to do. Our youth doesn't have the job readiness required. We are just biggest, in the largest number in terms of population, but not the job readiness. We always talk about taking the China on, but we do not have what it is required. We don't have the skilled labor. We don't have a skilled employees. So you want to just be a part of the hub, and you want to carve something for yourselves. Finish. I can understand the ambiguity, the inquisitiveness. I'm sure the people in the final semester are looking forward to companies coming to the campus, getting hired. But believe me, anybody who has scored 6.5 GPA or probably 9 CGPA, it's at par for me. All it matters is when I speak to that person in the interview, how that person is performing under pressure. How is it that they are communicating to me? The body language, their ability to learn. Today, more often than not, we have a will and skill problem. In corporate, we call it will-skill problem. Will is nothing but willingness to learn, and skill is nothing but ability. Do you have it? What it is required to sell a particular product? Skill problem can be still catered with trainings. Will problem cannot be. It's all your ability and your willingness. Skill, we can train you multiple times, unless our trainer gives up. Right? Any questions or problem with me?
We can go ahead with the Q&A round. You can put up your questions to who want to by raising your hand.
Meanwhile, you structure your questions. I'll tell you the company I represent and what is it that we are doing for the freshers, right? So we at First Naukri, we are part of Naukri.com hiring suite, and we help companies in hiring freshers. Just like you guys, right? In this, we have three broad pillars, as in one is campus, one is students, and one is the company, wherein we solve problem for all three of them by helping the students get placed, student, campus, companies, both go home happy, right? Problem solved. But the problem is, we were only engaging the students who are into the passing out year, which is the final year, right? Hence, we are rebranding ourselves from First Naukri to Naukri Campus. As I speak to you, we are getting, we are launching our product, launched actually yesterday. So what we decided is, rather than getting in touch with the campus or probably students in the final semester, we want to get in touch with the campuses and students from the first year itself. We want to engage students in the throughout journey of their graduation and post-graduation, all 3, 4, 5 years depending upon the course. So in this journey, probably we'll engage them more in terms of projects. There's some aptitude test we have, we call it NCAT, which is nothing but Naukri Campus Aptitude Test. These are some ways we have decided to engage the students and work on the job ability, job readiness. All you do right now is probably 2 months of summer training in MBA. Half of them gets the projects from Sarai and don't go to Naukri the summer trainings. But I insist that you should look forward for summer trainings. That's your first exposure and first interaction with the corporates. Doesn't matter they pay you or not. It's about learning. You should learn. You should observe the already employees working in the company. Then how is it that they are communicating? What is it they are working on? What is meant by deadlines? How seriously the deadlines are being taken? That makes you job ready. So that's a problem we are trying to solve, and we have solved it pretty much. So probably with the launch of Naukri Campus, we will have more and more engagement with the students right from the day one, they enter the campus. So they will be learning a lot of things in projects, they will learn a lot of things in the team activities, will make them job ready. So that's again we are trying to solve the problem. Eventually, what we want to contribute is the overall productivity of the country. If we start engaging the youngsters, the youth early, I'm sure there will be at least 10, 15, 20% increase CAGR over a year in the job readiness. That's what we should be looking forward for. The world out there is very cruel. I'm sure Mann will agree to me. I mean, your best friend could be, your competitor. I and my best friend, we both joined Naukri. 6 months in the job, she quit. It was not her cup of tea, but I just went on. I started as a senior executive, the lowest ladder in the hierarchy. Today I'm vice president in the same company. Not only me, I have at least 10, 15 examples in my own company who started as a fresher as senior executive in the very first ladder, the bottom ladder as senior executives. We did cold calling. We actually knocked the company's door to make sure that they know what Naukri is and we reach out to the right Spock. In this case, our Spock is the talent acquisition team. In broadly HR also we have different sections. We have talent acquisition, we have learning and development, we have compensation, just like Mann is representing. So you should know your target audience. Right? Back then all we did is, I used to park my vehicle there and I used to hire a rickshaw and I used to ask the person that this is the area I'm cold calling for. Can you take me to every company? I'll speak to the guard who's the talent acquisition. Probably they don't know talent acquisition. Then I used to ask them, who's the HR person here? Hiring contract. That's the kind of hard work we have done. I mean, now it is not required because at the click of a button you have the directory ready, you have every data available online. All you need is just dial the number, take appointment, go and pitch. So the turnaround time from maybe let's say 15-20 days has come down to 4 or 5 days. So you have that benefit, use it to your advantage. Right now you must be having very large groups. Let's say your group would have 5, 6, 7 friends, right? Maybe 3, 4, 5 years into the job, you just have 1 or 2 spots or probably acquaintances from your current group. You would not be able to get in touch with everybody. Because most of the time, you will be busy with your jobs and eventually you guys will get married, you have your personal lives and all and so forth. So prioritize what is important. Spending time in pubbing, clubbing, you do that, that's not a problem. But please prioritize. That's what important is. On that note, please, I would be happy to take any questions if you have, around placements, interviews. Please go ahead.
Sir, I want to ask what advice you will give to someone who's starting their career in the corporate to basically navigate the complexities they face in the emerging industry dynamics.
Okay. So you're assuming you've already been placed, and now how should you move forward? So the first advice is make sure that you understand the culture of the company, right? You understand the product, take training very seriously, and initially for 2 years, make sure that you are learning everything about the offering. I'm assuming you are into sales or probably whatever department you're joining, right? Learning is most important initially. As I said earlier, earning will follow, money will come. But make sure you gel well with the culture, you gel well with your surroundings, your internal and external environment, and you learn the product inside out. There shouldn't be anybody better than you at pitching. Whatever you do best. That's the only suggestion I have. And sky is the limit. I mean, there's no rocket science. We're not doing NASA rockets here.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. Yeah, please go ahead.
What skills and courses are required for sales?
Come again.
What skills and courses are required for sales?
For sales, first thing is your, your body language, your attitude, your willingness to learn. Communication plays a major role, which is nothing but your soft skills. Hard skills can be worked upon. I think that's it. There's no specific, I know unacademic बहुत सारे courses होंगे, I'm sure, on sales. But all these courses will only teach you this only. That your attitude, your ability to learn, practice and deliver. There's no rocket science. Sales is the easiest thing you can do in your life. It's just that with the right attitude and mindset. You have to be very, very clear what is it that you want to do. Please.
My question is, what are the key challenges faced by sales team when entering new and evolving market?
In new market, okay. So I'll build upon the example I gave when I joined Naukri.com. It was a new concept. People didn't know much about e-recruitments. So the challenge we faced is one, internet connectivity. Right? So your external environment is important in that aspect because in your company you are building an internal environment. You are ready with your product, but is your market ready for that product? So back then we faced the problem with the internet connectivity. The awareness of the internet, not many people had the email IDs, right? Even if they had desktops, the internet was not very stable. The organic traffic, the awareness among the target audience that somebody can log on to Naukri.com and can apply for a job, because back then all we did is scrolling newspapers for the jobs. There's always a shift required, mindset shift, effort shift. There's always a shift required. That's what we did. So I think the challenge would be more external than internal when you are getting into sales, because I'm sure what you are selling, your company is almost ready with the product. So external problems could be there in terms of competition, in terms of pricing, in terms of placement of product, in terms of government approvals, government agencies, and so on and so forth. I'll give you another example. When I said I'm into sales, I took a sabbatical in between for a year and a half. So I've been not very successful entrepreneur also. I started my own business. I was manufacturing stevia-based sweetener, if you heard about stevia. Right? So back then we only had this artificial sweeteners, which is nothing but sugar-free. This contains aspartame, which is very carcinogenic, you should not take it often. So I saw potential in the market, and I just got the idea, and like these one of the conclaves I attended. I am not from a business background, but yeah, coming from a farmer family, I knew I could harvest this crop. I could do something in this. So I did farming of this crop. I came up with a product called Real Beer in 2011. I was manufacturing tabletop sweeteners, sachets, jars, as good as sugar, and it was natural. I mean, since it was made by the leaves of that plant, the leaves is very, very sweet. Right? So the challenge you asked was, when I did the pricing for that product, the dollar was 45 rupees. Right? I did the pricing and everything. But by the time I launched the product, the dollar was 60 rupees. All my margins went for a toss. I couldn't do much. And the government itself was not very clear that what approvals do they need to give in this product. Whether it comes under the food item or a drug item. When I say drug, it's not drugs, it's just a medicine. Okay? So they were not clear what is it that they should be approving on. Until it's status quo. I started in 2011, been 12, 13 years. So eventually I had to shut it down. So that's the kind of challenge I'm talking about. So external components which are not in your control, you can't do much about it. I could reform my product, I could work on my branding, I could work on the product. My product was one of the best. It competed with the products from Pepsi and Coke. That kind of purity I had in terms of product. But still, a good product doesn't guarantee a good business. And unfortunately, we didn't have sharp brains back then. I couldn't get the funding. So that's it. Any other question, please?
So could you elaborate us on how technologies and data analytics is helping us to implementing new sales strategies for emerging companies sector?
sales strategy always remains the same. You have to get your dress dirty, you have to get into the field to make sure that your product sells. The data science, the artificial intelligence only makes your offering sweet. It doesn't cut your sales effort. You still have to go in field, you still have to take appointments, you still have to be very, very ready with the kind of pitching you want to do, because competition will always be there. So data science can provide you fact-based data which will help you convince client in terms of why is it that they should be taking your product and what problem does that product solve for your client. Client is never looking for to buy a product. You have to create a need first. Right? When I say, see, so now when we approach a company, we have a pre-sales team in place. All job he has to do, that person, is get the data from Naukri.com on the job openings they have, the kind of hiring they do, the number of applicants they are getting. Is it the problem of plenty, or it's a branding problem? That's why they're not able to attract the talent. What is it? So based on all this data inputs, we divide, we create a strategy to go to client, and then we make our pitch. A lot of effort goes, sales and pitching is just not one day job. A lot of effort goes into when you are making somebody very, very senior, just like TA director, talent acquisition head, CHROs, right? To make sure that they understand and acknowledge the problem and solution given by it. The approach should be solution selling, not just selling. Anything else? Any more questions?
So, how does your company fosters continuous working culture and the challenges you face in the dynamics of the business?
Come here, I didn't get your question.
So basically the challenges you face in the dynamics of the business.
So challenges our companies faced?
Yes.
Okay. So fortunately, Naukri.com has an early movers advantage. Right? So when Naukri got launched in 1998, we didn't have many companies, or probably nobody was aware of this concept called e-recruitments. So back then we had Jobs Ahead, we had Time Job, we had Monster. But our willingness to continuously improve on our offering and product, that's what we had back then, around 100,000 resumes throughout. Today we have more than 10 crores of resumes. And the agenda is anybody available in the job market should be registered with us. Anybody out there looking to hire from the company's perspective should come to Naukri, and we'll be happy to help them out in whatever need they have. We can help them hire freshers, we can help them hire laterals, we can help them assess the skills required for a particular job with our assessment platform, which is called DoSelect. Right? We also provide them technical databases, somebody who can only have technical profiles and so on and so forth. So I think continuously, so I'm proud to say, InfoEdge has today the best data scientists available in the country, our product team. So that's what our strength is. Obviously, sales team is there. It's called our own sales team. Any more questions? Yeah, please.
Sir, मुझे फाइनेंस में क्या क्या requirements होती है कंपनी की apart from data analytical tools which we are using nowadays? Like I want to know apart from these, what are the things or the not skills exactly, but like
what kind of jobs are there in finance? Is it?
That's
see again, finance is a very broad term. So in finance we have billings, activations, we have just like Mann said, benefits and compensations, part of it, ESOP. There are different departments. Everybody has their own responsibilities. So broadly, that finance, the term is procurement, which isn't anything related to money. Either it's coming to the company or going out. Everybody has a different role. I'm paying to some vendors. That might go to 3 levels of escalation, or probably 3 levels of approvals. Somebody who is approving the deal, and somebody who is doing the billing, and somebody who is releasing the payment. So broadly, it is the billing, the activations, and the taxation part. And there is no specific software which one company uses. There could be in-house software as well as software provided by the big 4 audit firms. I mean, that's something, a hard skill which you will get eventually once you join the company.
internships, right? Like proper internships. So I was just asking if there are any good internships, because I was finding some, but I don't. Maybe I am not having that much of skills with find a good internship for me in the finance field.
No, you're looking to do internship in finance.
Yeah, because I don't have any outline atmosphere or...
Probably you can log into Naukri campus and find one. Nonetheless, you have my email ID, Mann would have, and no, just drop me a mail and I'll help you out with some internships and whatever the question is. Yeah. Should we wind up now? Everybody's got done. Good, you've been very patient audience. Thank you so very much for having me here. And thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful words. I request you all to please stand seat. I request Dr. Swati Srivastava, our placement head, and all our dignitaries, Ms. Shikha Kulshreshtha, Ms. Madhu Mehta, and Mr. Aditya.
From BBA, we have Vidushi Gupta. Next is Avni.
Smile for somebody else.
Next is Tanish Khandula.
ले लो पकड़ो
From MBA, we have Anmol Sharma. Kanishka. From MBA IB, we have Umesh Kumar. Now I would like to introduce the students. Now. By Professor Dr. Suman Ram for vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to everybody. I would like to begin with the words of Coleman. Working together on solving something requires a high level of humility and a high level of self-awareness. This has been the true essence of the HR Conclave today. Dear esteemed guests, faculty members, students, and the organizers. On behalf of Geeta Ratan International Business School, I extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who contributed to the resounding success of the HR Conclave held today under the theme Horizon 2024, tailoring HR strategy to the changing business environment. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the worthy management of GIBS, Mr. Anirudh Jindal, the Vice Chairman, and Professor Vikas Nath, Director, whose unwavering support and guidance paved the way for this remarkable event. Their vision and leadership have been truly inspiring. I want to thank the HR Conclave organizers, Dr. Swati Srivastav and Ms. Bhavna Sharma, for their zeal and perseverance in shaping the event so brilliantly. A special word of thanks to our esteemed speakers for sharing their invaluable insights. Ms. Shikha, Kulshreshtha, Regional Manager CNB Head at CNH Industrial in APAC, Africa and the Middle East, eloquently addressed the theme of corporate expectations and realities, industry-aligned skill development. Ms. Shikha emphasized, she also discussed about what the leaders of today demand for, that is, agility, tapping AI and the like. Lastly and significantly, she left us with food for thought, that is, focus on the core. We are immensely grateful for your enriching presentation, ma'am. Further, I acknowledge Ms. Madhu Mehta, founder of Clout, whose meticulous emphasis on corporate expectations and realities in the workplace provided a fresh perspective that resonated with our audience. She exemplified with a special focus on expectations and reality, the realities of the corporate world, the desired skill sets, the importance of self-image, discussed about features of the corporate world today to update oneself on, and lastly, how to bridge the gap in terms of self-analysis and a clear vision, to name a few. Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an eye-opening session for our youth. Mr. Aditya, Vice President Corporate Sales, FirstNaukri.com, shared invaluable insights into emerging industries, contributing significantly to our understanding of current market trends. Mr. Aditya deliberated on job readiness in terms of an individual's abilities and willingness. I believe Mr. Aditya can be targeted as your first employer. So keep skilling and enhance your employability. As sir has very beautifully emphasized, from FirstNaukri.com to NaukriCampus.com. I acknowledge Mr. Aditya's art of handling questions enthusiastically. I extend my thanks to our students for their active participation and thought-provoking questions, which enriched the dialogue and elevated the overall experience. Special recognition is also due to the organizing team, the student anchors, and the IT team, whose dedication and hard work were instrumental in ensuring the smooth execution of the event. Your tireless efforts have not gone unnoticed and are deeply appreciated. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my gratitude to all those who supported this event directly and indirectly. Your contributions have played a pivotal role in making this conclave a grand success. In conclusion, let us carry forward the knowledge and insights gained from this conclave as we continue to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of HR strategy and business dynamics. Thank you once again for your unwavering support and dedication. Thank you.